welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And we're about halfway through the season, and what better time to see how the Rookie of the Year race is starting to shape up. A lot of bright stars on this list. You look at Flag. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA. For a long time to come, barring injury.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got P.J. Washington. Gary Payton II is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Banchero. And it's Castro in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, they've got Miller, Joel Embiid out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Flag. And it's Slim in at the 1 spot. Brunson against Embiid. Washington sets the pick for Banchero. Pass to Flag. Over in the corner, Marshall. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got 2 of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
The Bucks need to get a shot off here. No problem knocking that one down.
Washington will match your threes because he's got game from outside.
And it's the Raptors ball. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Raptors knocking down the tray. And Brunson throws it down.
Okay, Brunson, a.k.a. JB, showing he's got some bounce, too.
Pass to Marshall for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. Brunson outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Stolen by Brunson. Down low, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Washington. Slim passes to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one falls.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Banchero outside. To the paint. Out to the wing. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. Brunson's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Embiid. Last outing we saw him pour in 22. Here is Slim. No good with the triple. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Greg, it's a period of grieving for Bucks fans. And truly the end of an era with the Giannis trade.
Well, the 2021 title will forever be a part of Milwaukee's legacy. They would have liked to have had a few more, but the fact is, due to injuries and some bad fortune, a reset was required.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. Miller finds Marshall. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Now, flag. And Carroll grabs the board. Now, here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. And Carroll outside. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist from Banchero.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Marshall. They set the pick. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Peyton. And here is Washington. Rejection by Embiid.
And Embiid protecting the rim, using that 7-foot frame, big fella.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. With the trade deadline looming ahead, it's the Brooklyn Nets in transaction news. They've got a great piece for this team. Peyton Pritchard can do just about anything on the floor in any role that he's asked. He's selfless and he shows leadership even if he's not in the biggest role. No doubt, they got way better with this acquisition, guys.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Pass to flag. Here is Slim. Now here's Embiid. He's covered by Banchero. Embiid, no good.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Banchero outside. It's picked off. Here's Slim. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Milwaukee?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
new group in now for the Raptors. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Clark comes in for Marshall. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Flagg. And it's Klay Thompson in for Miller. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Washington. Prince comes in for A-Train. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Tyler Hero in for Jalen Brunson. Both shots good from the stripe. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Now here's Thompson. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. And again, no good by Toronto.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Thompson. Here is Slim. He's covered by Hero. To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Slim. That one drops. He ties it up. And Clark, there are some parallels for the Bucks between trading away Giannis and 5 decades earlier, trading away Kareem.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Both elite two-way big men who each brought a single title to Milwaukee. Hopefully the return a little better this time around.
Lopez from long range. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pass to Melton. Thompson outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Toronto. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon. And, of course, Milwaukee, 3 games behind.
Well, right now for Milwaukee, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Banchero. Outside, Hero. And the Bucks miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Banchero. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Toronto leading by 5. Bounce pass from Reza Shea. Hartenstein with it. Guarded now by Prince. Pass to Reza Shea. A rebound by Prince.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Banchero outside. Here's Merrill. He's covered by Thompson. Merrill passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Raptors.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And that's where Lopez specializes. A great rim protector is he.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Hero. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead. Hero against Melton. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Clutch slamming it down.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Bucks trail by 3. And Caro outside. Lopez outside. Pass to Merrill. Pocket 6. Back to Prince. Outside, Hero. And it's all evened up. Hero's got 5 points so far.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Merrill. Fires for 3. And it's Rizachet missing. It's all tied in Toronto. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
On the court for the Bucks. Washington out there with Payton. Then there's A-Train. Then it's Collier. And it's Brunson in at point guard. Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was third in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Here's Collier. Fires from deep. Good D by Miller. Raptors shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Slim inside. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Washington passes to Payton. Takes a 3. And it's Collier missing. The Raptors with the lead. Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Brunson. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Slim passes to Miller. Shot from 12. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Brunson, right side. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Slim, no good. Bucks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Collier. Out to Payton. Brunson outside. Brunson with another miss.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Screen by Hartenstein. Out to Miller. Over Payton. They get it back. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And they'll get another chance. Washington inside. He's defended by Hartenstein.
That's what you like about Washington. Never in a rush. Takes his time. Gets the defender to react.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Toronto. Washington hits them both. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Flag with it. Now Payton defending. Embiid against Washington. Slim passes to Miller. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Brunson getting loose. He's calling his own number to great effect in this one.
Pass the flag. Here is Slim. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. It's time for some of these players.
You take a look at Embiid. He's not too far away from his spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Now is that time to grab a free shirt. You want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan, and that means bringing all the boys you've got right now. Time for t-shirts. Make some noise, everyone.
look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Cooper Flag, number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Yeah, he's an old head, mature beyond his year. He has a dominant offensive mindset. No matter what the defense throws at him, he lights up the scoreboard. Really a special talent.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Hero. With some arc. Embiid, no good.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Pass to Collier. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here. But he's battling, continuing to fight.
Miller surveying the floor. Here is Slim. Lopez covering. Here's Slim. And again, no good by Toronto.
They are winning despite his efforts. He's been off all night.
Pass to Hero. Here's A-Train. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Slim passes to Miller. Now here's Embiid. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Embiid's got his second bucket. Now Hero. He's tightly guarded. 14 feet away. Toronto grabs the miss. Miller up on top. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to A-Train. He takes it in. Drops in the layup for 2.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Raptors leading by 3. For longtime veteran Brook Lopez, his evolution, Clark, as a player goes beyond his three-point shooting.
Yeah, I agree with you because folks tend to forget his defense was considered a weakness early in his career. Now he's turned into one of the best shot blockers and rim protectors in the league.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Changes for Toronto. Zachary Rizachet is checked in for Flag. Klay Thompson comes in for Miller. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Slim. The Bucks also changing it up. Banchero's checked in for Gary Payton. Prince comes in for A-Train. And it's Sam Merrill in for Collier. Here's Lopez. 8 points his last outing. Banchero outside. 5 on the clock. It's that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Yep, it counts. And the Raptors lead by 5.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
There's the lob to Banchero. Melton against Hero. Pass to Rizachet. The shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. And here's Banchero. They set the screen. Now Lopez. Now Hero. He's guarded by Melton. Bucks passing it around. Puts up a deep three. Merrill can't hit. Raptors leading by 5. Driving inside. Rizachet with it. Working on Prince.
Excellent effort that time, not only to defend the shot, but to secure the rebound as well. That's good two-way work.
Banchero is screened for Prince. No good on the triple. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Pass to Banchero. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Melton passes to Embiid. Clark outside. Now Melton. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hero on the wing. He's guarded by Melton. Hero kicks to Banchero. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson misses.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Here's Hero. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details, things working out so far for the Toronto Raptors.
The front office made it a priority to lengthen the bench, and you're seeing those returns tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that can throw a lot of fresh bodies at you. And let's talk now about the trade news. Some interesting moves to discuss.
This organization is just elated by adding Jason Tatum. Scores from all 3 levels, a better three-point shooter than many scouts ever thought he'd be. Also, he's a plus in the locker room. He would fit in very well.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Najee Marshall's out there with Flag. Then there's Slim. Then there's Embiid. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Brunson. Ben Carroll left side. Back to Brunson. Jacks up a three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Pass to Washington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Miller outside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brunson. And the dunk by Brunson.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Here is Slim. He has 6. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 5. Payton left side. Brunson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Banchero, that's for 2. Rebound by the Raptors.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Pass to Miller. Here is Slim. Embiid with it. 7 points in the game. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Shoots it. Slim, no good. For Milwaukee, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming on Milwaukee with the break. Banchero passes to Washington. Good D by Miller.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Washington against Embiid. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back over to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Brunson. He's got 14. Shoots. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Slim, uses the glass to finish the layup. Slim's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Bucks trail by 7. Pass to A-Train. Now, here's Banchero. Marshall defending. Now, Washington. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And here's Embiid. He's covered by Washington. Embiid, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Miller against Brunson. And it's Miller penetrating. And Miller throws it down hard.
And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Change here. Hartenstein's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Collier, he's checked in for Gary Payton. On defense, the Raptors. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. There's the pick. Brunson scanning the floor. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Shots good by Miller.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Brunson outside. Pass to Banchero. Here's Collier. And a miss there on the triple. Now Flag. Still without a basket. Now here is Miller. Marshall sets a screen for Miller. Fires the 3. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's a 13-point game. Shot to stop the run. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Here's Flag. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kept alive. And here's Miller outside. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Taurean Prince comes in for A-Train. And it's Sam Merrill in for Jalen Brunson. Lopez outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Slim. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Merrill. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Collier. Banchero inside. Marshall defending. Prince, the pass to Merrill. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Slim. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Collier.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's Merrill. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
The first one falls.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
Clark, he's checked in for the Raptors. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Brandon Miller. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Collier. And so Thompson nails both of them.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Lopez a screen. Merrill passes to Hero. And the Bucks miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. Seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
Now, here's Banchero. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. From downtown, rebound by the Raptors.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
It's stolen by Banchero. Merrill passes to Hero. Toronto grabs the miss. Rizachet's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Slim. Knocked loose.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Rizachet with it. He's defended by Merrill. Shoots from the elbow, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
Prince setting a pick for Hero to stop the drought. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark. Payton, he's checked in for Banchero. And so Clark nails both of them. Bucks trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bounce pass for Merrill. The wide open look here for Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Out left to the wing. Here's Slim. Misses the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Hero kicks to Lopez. Good on the bucket.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Raptors leading by 16. Clark, a screen on Hero. Pass to Clark. It's hauled in by Hero. The Bucks shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Lopez, a screen on Clark. With 2 seconds left, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 6 points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. He'll make it tough to come back. It's the Raptors. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. A-Train is out there with Payton. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Collier in at the 2.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the dunk by Brunson.
How about the hops from Brunson, scaring the rim a little bit there.
Miller sets a screen for Flag. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's Washington. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Miller, the pass to Marshall. And here is Clark. Pass to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Marshall from the arc. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's a screen by Washington. On deep, Brunson. Rebound by the Raptors.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Rizachet with it. Marshall sets a screen for Rizachet. Off target from three-point range.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
From deep, Washington. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one's good. Flag.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And again, the Bucks miss.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Clark with it. Brunson picks him up. And here we go. They could use a bucket. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Rizachet so talented with the ball in his hands.
Bucks trail by 19. Payton outside. Back to Brunson. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Toronto leading by 19. Miller outside. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Collier, covered by Miller. Pass to A-Train. Now, here's Washington. Payton outside. Here's A-Train. Off target from outside. Now, Flag. Now here is Miller, covered by Payton. Miller, no up. Brunson outside. There's the three. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Flag. And here's Miller. Now Flag. Marshall sets a screen for Flag. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Brunson. The Bucks working the ball around. They can't stop the run with that one.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Out to Miller. Lets it go with the three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Collier. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Miller, no up. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Drills it from outside.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Raptors.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He knows every possession is critical now. Take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. It hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. Here's Toronto. They're on a 13-3 run. Slim passes to Marshall. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Now, here's Banchero. Brunson, right side. 4 on the shot clock. Slim pulls it in.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
To the inside. Brunson against Miller. Embiid sets the pick for Miller. And again, Toronto no up. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Here's a look now at what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Here's flag. Slim, no good.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
There's Hero with the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Slim's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Second chance shot. And it's flag missing. Buck shooting it pretty sorry. 29% from the floor here. Hero finds Banchero. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And Toronto has possession. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Embiid. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Embiid's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Castro passes to Hero. There's a screen by Washington. Hero kicks to Washington. From outside, off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
To the middle. Here's Slim. Offline with his 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hero looking over the defense. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Miller outside. Pass to Slim. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Embiid. This one for 3. That's good for Miller. The assist by Embiid. Miller's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Raptors. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Here they are, your North, South, Blue.
A completely new group for Toronto. And then for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Washington. Prince comes in for A-Train. And it's Collier in for Payton. Here's Banchero for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Elton finds Thompson. Here's Ricochet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Ricochet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ricochet is a playmaker, taking it upon himself to answer from deep.
Pass to Prince. 1:35 left in the game. That one misses. Raptors leading by 23.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Brandon Miller.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
Here's Miller following the 3 by Milwaukee. There's the steal. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Flag fires, and he does not hit. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Hero. He's off from 3. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Joel, congratulations. A quality win tonight. What enabled you to secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensive, and we were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
The toughness showed and paid off. Thanks, Joel.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, we present the player of the game, Brandon Miller.